Hey everyone, Josh here, and I'm pretty much always excited for our videos, but today it has a special place in my heart, mainly because we get to go over a form of exercise that helps your flexibility, balance, and strengthens the ligaments and joints. I mean, what's not to love? If you're not quite sure what we're going to talk about, well, it's yoga. I'm going to discuss why you absolutely need to have at least one day a week set aside to do some yoga. Now, you don't have to do the 90-minute in 100-degree death yoga. It's possible to see benefits with as little as 10 minutes a day. Now, when I say yoga, I'm simply talking about the physical poses of yoga called asanas. In addition, we're going to run through what's called a sun salutation together so that you can start getting benefits from yoga right away. So let's get started. Man, that feels good. After a hard week of lifting, there is nothing that feels as good as a quality yoga session. I remember years and years ago, before I knew anything about health and fitness, my brother and I were going through P90X, and we both skipped yoga, thinking, yoga's just stretching, it's not real exercise, and man, were we wrong. About a month in, we gave yoga a try, and it completely changed our worlds. In my opinion, yoga has three of the single greatest full body stretches that anyone could possibly think of. The first movement is called an upward dog, and this is a great stretch for the entire interior or front side of your body. The next is down dog, which stretches the posterior or back side of your body. And then last, we have triangle pose, which stretches out all our rotators. I'll show you some variations for each movement as well. On a side note, if you have any back problems like a herniated disc, make sure to consult a medical professional before engaging in rigorous rotational exercises. All right, so for our first pose, we're going to start off with upward dog, which, as I said before, stretches the entire front half or anterior portion of our body. Now to get started, you're going to be in a push-up position. Starting off down here on the floor, your elbows are going to be going back and you want to push the floor away from your body. Now starting out with your legs down on the floor like this is called cobra. And if you want to go to upward dog, which is a little more advanced, you can go toes up or toes down, but keeping your legs off the floor. Now make sure the weight is not in your pinky on the outside of your hand. You want to make sure it's on your pointer and thumb. So we'll go up, come up here, get a good stretch. Make sure you don't sag down into the floor. You want to push the floor away. And this is our upward dog. And as you can tell, we're stretching out our quads, we're stretching out our abs, we're stretching out our shoulders, our biceps. I mean, it's so good. So we're going to drop down and go next to our downward dog to stretch the posterior side of our body. So we're going to push up and then sit back into it. And right here, you can see we're stretching out our hamstrings, our glutes, our back. I mean, it's another glorious, glorious stretch. And the nice thing is when you're hanging out here, you can actually go back and forth with your toes to help stretch out the calves. And we want to make sure that we're pushing our chest down to the floor. You're not trying to reach your head down to the floor. We'll hang out here. And then the last one is triangle pose. So we're going to bring your left foot or right foot, it doesn't really matter, up. We're going to straighten both legs out. What you're going to do is reach your left hand down if your left foot is forward, left hand down, right hand up, and you're going to twist, open the chest to stretch out our rotators, and you can reach for the ceiling. And if that's a little too much for you, you can just keep your hand on your hip, but you want to make sure and keep that chest open so you're not down here like this because we're trying to work on stretching out our rotators. So we'll hold this here, 3, 2, 1. And relax. You can do that on both sides to hit both sets of your rotators. And those are the three phenomenal stretches that you should be doing every day from yoga. Let's run through a sun salutation together so you can get an idea of something that you can do that takes maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and you can do it pretty much every day for several rounds to get some great yoga benefits. Now that we know how to do our upward dog and downward dog, we're going to run through the sun salutation. Now these can be anywhere from 30 seconds to a couple minutes depending on how long you want to hold each position. Personally, I like 2 or 3 big deep breaths, and I'll do maybe 4 or 5 first thing in the morning to really get my blood flowing. So we're going to start off in a relaxed position. We're going to do a big breath through our nose, inhale and arms up. And then you're going to go exhale, forward fold, And we're just gonna hang out down here. Now you're not gonna strain yourself trying to reach for the floor, just gonna hang out and relax. 2 or 3 deep breaths. And then we're gonna come up into a flat back. I'll turn to the side here. So right, you can see my back's nice and flat, stretching out the hamstrings. And then our next position, we're gonna go down into our upward dog. So we're gonna exhale down, get on the floor and get into our position, push up. Remember, we're pushing the floor away from ourselves, getting the weight out of our pinkies and into our index and thumb. Big deep breaths here. Then we're gonna exhale, come back to the floor, feet down, going into downward dog. Hang out here. Ooh, I can feel it stretching my hammies. We're gonna alternate back and forth on our heels, stretching out the calves one at a time. Remember to push your chest into the floor, big deep breath. Now we're gonna step up, come in just like this. Now we're gonna go up to our flat back. So inhale into our flat back. Couple deep breaths here. Inhale, exhale down to our forward fold, just hanging out here. 1 or 2 deep breaths, and then we're gonna come back up into our neutral position or our starting position. So deep breath in, and exhale. And that's a sun salutation. After a good round of sun salutations, there's nothing quite like Shavasana. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. If you found the video helpful or have any questions, please leave a comment below. I hope you have a joy-filled, blessed week, and we'll see you next time. I'm gonna lay here for a little while.